Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
Who is that?
Definitely not one of ours.
Today I'm going to be talking about a movie that I was very excited to see, and I was even more excited about just being in the theater and seeing it on the big screen. And that, of course, is the sequel to one of the most fun and action-packed science fiction films that I have seen in the last 10 years, and that, of course, is Pacific Rim. Although the director is not Guillermo del Toro, who directed and pretty much created the first one, this one is directed by the creator of Daredevil, Stephen DeKnight, and it does star a whole new cast with a lot of references to the first film. This one stars John Boyega, Scott Eastwood, and returning actor to the series, Charlie Day, who I was really excited to see make an appearance once again in this film. So, I wanted to see the first one in theaters and I never got a chance, but when I watched it on HBO, I knew after 5 minutes that I was going to want to buy this movie and watch it numerous times, which I have. And knowing that I was finally going to see these amazing mechas called Jaegers fighting these amazing monsters called kaiju on the big screen in Pacific Rim Uprising, I was thrilled. And crazily enough, by complete accident, my friend and I went to see this one in IMAX. So I don't know if my attitude about this movie is all because of the fact that I got the extra bonus of the IMAX experience, but a lot of people are not enjoying Pacific Rim Uprising. They're saying that there's no character development, they're saying that the story isn't very good, they're saying that it's just not a great time at the theater. I'm wondering which movie I saw, and quite frankly, I'm wondering if some of these people even saw the original film, because as far as I knew, that was what the first movie was all about. It was just a fun, exciting science fiction romp with monsters versus big robots. And that is exactly what I got in Pacific Rim Uprising. I loved the characters, I loved the special effects, I thought that they were so much better, such a great improvement, they were so detailed, especially in the action sequences. I really appreciated the characters and how they played off of one another. I thought that there was just enough character development to get behind a massive amount of them. I thought that even though the twist was very predictable in terms of who the villain was, I was actually really happy with how it turned out, because especially with how it ended, it really looked like there is a chance that there will be a third film. And I'm personally going to embrace it if it actually comes, because part of me really does feel that Pacific Rim should be a trilogy. I also feel that it should be directed by Guillermo del Toro, but he still had his hand in Pacific Rim Uprising. There was also a couple of surprises. I actually really appreciated the fact that a lot of the driving force of this film was the next generation of Jaeger pilots. One of the newcomers on the cast was Kaylee Spaney, who played Amara, the main female character in this film, and I really liked her. She was strong, yet vulnerable, very spunky, yet she had a really good heart, and I just really loved this character, and her playing off of John Boyega was absolutely hysterical. There were some great moments in there, and if there will be a third film with them in the film, I really think that it would be fun to actually see them. Also, if you're Disney Channel fans and you watch the show Jessie, I was quite surprised that Karan Barar was actually in this film as well, and for the small role that he had, I really did appreciate his performance. You'll probably never look at him the same way again, especially if you watched Jessie. But if there's anything that I could say that people were definitely right about, is the fact that it's not the same as Pacific Rim, the first one. I think that there is just a little bit that is lacking in it, and I think it's the fact that Guillermo del Toro really didn't have his hand in it entirely, rather just a producer when he really should have been the director. A lot of stuff was really changed. Even the score that was beautifully done by Ramin Djawadi in the first film, the fact that they didn't even get him back for the second film was quite a surprise to me, because I loved the score in the first Pacific Rim, but the score is not really a driving force of this film, while it really shouldn't be the driving force of any film. When you have an excellent soundtrack, it just makes the atmosphere of the film all the more exciting. But I went to see that movie, I enjoyed it from beginning to end, it was so much fun. No, it's not perfect. No, it doesn't really add anything new to the current story that is unfolding. I personally feel that if I were to compare the two Pacific Rim films, I really don't see anything different or anything new. I feel that it is just another great and fun time at the theaters and another great Pacific Rim film. It's a movie that I definitely want to see again, and it's a movie that I definitely want to own on DVD. Once again, it's not a groundbreaking, beautiful film. It's got so many faults, but as did the first one. And if I'm not mistaken, I gave the first film a 3 out of 4. And I'm pretty happy to say that this is a movie that I'm also going to be giving a 3 out of 4. So those are my thoughts on Pacific Rim Uprising, everybody. You may agree with me, you may disagree with me, but I'm just going to say this. You want to have a great, fun, exciting time at the theaters, please go see Pacific Rim Uprising. It was such a great experience, and I'm so happy that I got to see this movie on the big screen. And I'm hoping there will be a third one because I want more kaiju versus Jaeger. So thank you very much for watching today, guys. Please leave your thoughts on Pacific Rim Uprising in the box below, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.